Alright, this morning we're engaged in some not dumb criminal activity here in Grapeseed. As you can see, I am Moses Lamar. I'm on the life server today, and I have a van. I bought a couple of new vehicles over the last couple of days with money from my legitimate trucking job. Bought this van and I bought another car that their only purpose is going to be to help me break into the weed trade business, you know what I'm saying? I chose this van because it's got a lot of cargo space. And you'll see why here in just a minute. And I was parked at the garage here in Grapeseed because it's the closest garage to the weed farm. And we're going to go over here and farm some weed. And then once we farm some weed, probably roll a few joints, and then we'll go back to the garage over in Grapeseed, just so you can see. Ooh, bunny rabbit. Exactly what I got going on. Because this is my grow wagon. And I bought it last night. Basically, it's just for hauling supplies. So, as you can see, I've got a little bit of supplies in the back of it. So, we're going to split this. We're going to go 10 fertilizers. Let's see. We're going to need, if we're doing 10, we're going to need 40 waters. That way I can water the weed 4 times. Let's see, we're going to need 40 of these, of the flounders. And we're going to need 10 seeds. Alright, so I got that. Let's see, we're going to need 10 grinders. Alright. Then we're going to need 40 of the papers. So, with all of this in hand, I should be able to roll 40 joints after I grow all 10 of these plants. As you can see, I've got a bunch of cargo space in here, and I went into town this morning and I hit the weed dealer supplier up for a bunch. That's why I've got so much cash on hand. I sold the spare truck that I had since I couldn't figure out how to make it work. Now, if you're doing this, one of the things I've noticed is that these slots here in the bottom tend to bug out, so try to avoid using them. I'm going to start with this slot. See what it's doing? He's just standing there. So run away. Alright. Alright, so we're going to start. And it bugged out again. Right, so we're going to go up a level. Apparently sometimes both these bottom levels do it. And I've found that planting 4 at a time is about optimal, and you can run through, you can get 4 in the ground and then go back and fertilize the first, work on the first one. By the time you're done with it, the second one's ready. And I've only been using the quality fertilizer. I haven't tried the regular fertilizer. I don't know if it makes a difference. And right now all I'm growing is the sativa. I did grow some indica the other day. I've got a few of those joints laying around that I'm going to sell off, probably at a discount. But once I get all of this weed growed and farmed. Okay. Water it first. Then hit it with the floundering. I'm not sure why we call it floundering. One of these days I'll have to look that up. So, and if you look at the color, it'll show you when it needs attention. Alright, so on to the next one. Dig the dirt. Oh, there's high stakes again. So this part's going to get a little repetitive. I may cut some of this out, but yeah. Put the seed. I tried to do 5 at a time, and by the time I got the 5th one in the ground, the first plant was in trouble. So 4 is about optimal. You'll have a few seconds to kill here and there, but you're not going to do a whole lot of waiting. If you've got 4 plants in the ground, you should be able to go from one to the other pretty quick. Okay, so let's go with this one. Oh, did I skip a space? I skipped a space. It's okay. I'll come back and put something in this space. But you can see here, that's a blank space. Now I've got these. Now I'm using the Satvia seeds because they give you different results when you make the joints. Sometimes you get purple haze. I've gotten a lemon haze a couple of times. They do more than what the indica does, which just gives you indica joints. Now, I haven't tried selling any of this stuff yet. Right now I'm still working out the manufacturing process for it. Alright, so we'll flounder it. You see that one's blue, so it thinks it needs attention. But I should have enough time to plant a 4th one here before I mess with that one. Alright, so let's plant this one real quick. It would be nice if there were more places you could grow weed around the map instead of just this one weed farm. You know, just because if the police ever decide to raid it, they're going to be, well, shut down the whole weed trade here in San Andreas. It's a good thing they're used to dealing with dumb criminals. I'm trying to actually be a smart criminal instead of a dumb criminal. So I'm going to do this, and my goal is to see how much I can get away with without getting caught. I mean, I think that's a pretty good goal. Alright, so let's go down here and check our first one. It's ready to be watered. I always try to water it before it runs completely out, but as you'll see in a second, it doesn't really make much of a difference. I mean, you can let it sit here and die, but watch, it'll grow here once I'm done with that. Boom. Alright. So the next one. This is where I usually try to water them. It seems to give me better results. at this one next. It looks like it's ready for some attention. It looks like by the time I'm done with this one, the last one that I planted should need some attention. No, it's doing alright. Let's try this one, see what this one looks like. Now when it's time to harvest, you use the scissors. If you use the trash bag, you just destroy the plant. Yeah, so let's see what this one looks like. It's in good shape. What about this one? This is the one I'm waiting on to go down. And as you can see, I think this one might be ready. No, still not ready. Don't know if it would hurt anything if I watered it now, but I'm not sure, so we're just gonna let it be. As you can see, that I always seem to grow at the same speed. There's some kind of randomness on the back end of it, I'm sure. I just haven't been able to figure it out. Granted, I haven't played with it that much either. This is my first really deep dive into it. Okay, so now I can harvest this one. Now this one here should finally be ready to water. As you can see, it gave me some weed, yeah. And I bet, because I let it run out of water, I bet that's why this one slowed down too. I bet this one will slow down too, since I let it run completely out. But we'll see. And then this first one should be ready for me to hit again. Oh hell. Harvest. As soon as it gets to 4, you can harvest. Okay. So water it, flounder it, harvest it. Yeah. It might be better to do 3 at a time, but I'm doing 4. And I'll come away with 4 chunks of weed. And I think this last one's probably ready. Okay, so that one's going to need another second or 2. And so, look at my inventory. There's my cat. I have.
Are you talking?
I'm recording a video, so say hi.
Hi.
There's coffee made if you want some.
Oh, bless you, kind soul.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Goodbye.
Okay. Alright, so I've killed a minute or 2, and now this one's ready to water. That was my wife. So, flounder it. This one should grow, and this will give me 4 nuggets of weed. That's weird. I've not seen it do this before. So, do I have any more? Damn it, that is... Okay, I don't have any... Oh, I still have some weed water on me. So, I guess I'll just water it again. I wonder if I could go ahead and harvest it. Because it hasn't grown all the way up. Let's try it and see what I get. Okay, the plant is not grown yet, so I can't harvest it. Guess I'll water it again. Just gotta go into town and buy another jug of water since I had to use an extra jug on this one for some reason. And I'll flounder it again too. Oh, this plant doesn't need floundering. So yeah, there's definitely some kind of math going on in the back end that I'm not familiar with. This plant is struggling for some reason. I don't know why the CAD keeps beeping like that. Yeah. Alright, so let's see what I can do with this plant now. Maybe I can... Okay, I'm floundering it, so I can flounder it at 2. Maybe this will make it grow that last bit. Plant doesn't need water. Alright, something's weird. Something weird is going on here. Okay. Let's see if it'll let me water it. You are watering the weed. So yeah, I'm going to have to go buy more water and more floundering, because this... Don't know why, but this one is just not wanting to grow. It could be that this is why you have a trash bag. Maybe you just get plants that won't grow every once in a while. So I'm going to let that one sit for a minute. Not going to do anything else to it. See what it does. So you can come over here to the... Okay, that's it. I'm changing that frickin' hotkey. I'm tired of doing that. Key bindings. 5M. Come on. It's a menu that I should never really have to use, so I'm just gonna put it somewhere I never use. Okay, so you're going to be, let's see, something that I hardly ever use. Could be the the number pad dash. Okay. Alright. Inventory. Congratulations, you are now the I key. And, you know, just for... No, you're not the freaking mouse key, you're F2. Alright, so... Escape. Alright, so... There. And... There. Okay, good deal. F2 still works. Alright, my mouse still works. Okay. Sick of doing that. I is for inventory, damn it. It's not for HUDs. Alright, so we've killed a minute. Let's go back and look at this last weed plant to see if I can do anything worthwhile with it. Alright. I'm going to water it and flounder it one more time, and if this doesn't work, then I will probably wind up trashing this plant. And I guess sometimes you're just going to get bad seeds. That's probably what's in the backside of it. Alright, it grew. Alright. As much as I had to put into this one to make it come out good. Alright. So now I have a bunch of weed. And I don't know yet how to craft a brick of weed. I mean, use item. Won't let me do anything with it. Give item, drop item. Item info. It's just salvia weed. Okay, so let's... Alright, so we got 4 things of salvia weed. And every time you use a grinder, it's a one-use object, which honestly, that shouldn't be the way it is. You should get to use them more than once. I mean, you can definitely wear out a grinder, but it takes a while. Grind up all of my weed, and then I'm just going to roll up some joints with it. That should be the last one I had. I don't have any salvia weed, so I have grinded salvia. Before we do that, let's look at my I for inventory. This is grinded up salvia. That's all it is. I can split it. Let's see if there's anything I can craft. I can make meth, which, you know. So, apparently, you can't just sell a bag of weed. Alright, so we're gonna roll the joints gently in the paper. Merrily, 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 merrily. Hope it's money maker. Alright, got 2 salvia joints, and it looks like it gave me probably 2 lemon haze joints. Alright. Two purple haze, 1 salvia, 1 lemon haze. Successfully rolled the weed. I got a salvia, 2 lemon haze, and a purple haze. Alright, so let's roll up and see what we got left here. I think this should be the last one. 2 salvias and 2 purple haze. And I don't have any more grounded salvias, so sativa, however you want to say it. Alright, so I've got, out of that I got 6 of those joints, 5 of those, and 5 of those. And I still have a bunch of stuff here in my inventory. So while I could make some more, we're gonna put everything back in the van. Okay, now combining inventory is a little tricky in here because you have to do it in your window. You can't just combine it in there. It hasn't been letting me. See, watch what happens when I try. Well, shit, I just made a liar out of myself. So apparently it does work, and I'm just an idiot. So alright, so put everything back in the van. Okay. So, this van is, there's not a whole lot going on in here. Alright, so I'm done making joints. Got a lot of material for making weed here in this van. So we're doing criminal activity in the grape seed area today. Now this van, I did take it through Benny's. I souped it up a little. I always put the engine mods on it because this is a... Oh no, little coyote. Oh, darn it. I didn't see him until I was right there. I tried to miss him too. But anyway, damn. Before I derailed myself with the coyote, I did put engine mods on this because this is a Dreadmobile, so it needs to be kind of a sleeper in case the cops get on to me. Maybe I can get away from them. Granted, as heavy as this thing is, I don't think it's going to do much good if I try to run from them. Especially if they decide to search the van. Government stooge, okay. Alright, so I'm going to get out real quick and we're going to look at the inventory in the van one last time. Because I could have swore I had... Okay, yeah, this is nothing but growing stuff. Completely innocuous. Nothing illegal about it. Alright, we're going to store this vehicle. Alright, now we're going to open the garage. I'm going to get out my dragon wagon. So, I bought this one today too. It's the Fathom Coupe, and it's dirt cheap down at Simeon's in town. But as you can see, got a little bit of weed, a little bit of booze in the trunk. And that's the one that I've got that won't go away in the corner up there. And, I've got a little pew-pew there in the glove box. Just in case I'm running from the law. And this one I've souped up really well. it's fast enough that, if I'm gonna drive it, I need to put my seatbelt on, or I will go through the windshield if I hit something. Because I got this thing up to about 120 on the 13 earlier. That was in the flat, running flat out as hard as I could. I just wanted to see what it would do, and whew, it'll go. And the handling on it is really good. It starts off with a base handling of like 4 and change. It's just... So if you're looking for something to run from the cops in, I'm going to say this right here is probably going to be a good bargain for you. It's like 14,000, 15,000, and then I spent, I don't know, another couple of grand on mods, upgrades and stuff to the engine. You can see, doing 107, 108, 109. I'm still accelerating, it's still got more top end. Yeah, 121. So, this thing is a beast. And since it's got, my drugs in it, odds are if a cop tries to pull me over in this, I'm going to need to run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here into town and just see if I can figure out where to prop up and maybe sell some to the locals and see what it gets me. I may sell some to the other players if I can find anybody that wants some. But that is, being a not so dumb criminal, he said while driving 84 in a car with an AK-47 and weed in it. So, take that not so dumb with a grain of salt. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to park up somewhere, take some of the weed out, just a little bit, post up on a corner somewhere and just see what I can do with it, I think I might go hang out outside of Tequila La. I think I'm on the wrong street to hang outside of Tequila La, aren't I? I am. I'm headed down toward the pier, it looks like. Alright. Where's Vinewood Boulevard? Del Perro, Dorset, Harwick, Vinewood Boulevard. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely in the wrong spot. Alright, so there's Tequila Law. Okay, so we're gonna park up here. Alright, so we're just gonna get these out of the trunk. So T, I don't know, not tab, tab. Let's see, okay, why that popped up. Okay, so I gotta look and see if I can figure out how to sell weed. Let's see, okay, yeah, okay, F1, duh. Alright, so general clothing house interaction. Oh, maybe this is how I can go buy a house. Citizen corner selling. Oh, hang on, there's something going on there. Something was hidden behind the phone that I couldn't read. Citizen. There are not enough police on duty. One required. So there's no cops on. Well, I'll be. I'll have to wait until there's some cops on. So we've done that. We figured out what we got to do. Looks like to try and sell some weed. Need at least one comp on. I think we may have figured out how to get a house too. So now let's see where I want to buy a house at. Doesn't look like there's any up in Grapeseed. I'm gonna want one that's convenient to the trucking job, so somewhere here in the city. Looks like Fantastic Plaza is gonna be about it. So we're gonna drive down there and see if I can do something housing wise. And if not, well, there's no cops on the server right now, according to my weed selling thing, which means clearly traffic laws are just suggestions. Of course, that's if there's somebody else around, obviously we should try to behave in a civilized fashion. But I'm playing a criminal with a noted disregard and disdain for traffic laws. So I don't feel bad about running red lights. Not even a little. Oh, there was a house. Alright, let's go over here and look at this one, because that's... No, that's a garage. Oh yes, fuck the police. Fuck the police. No offense to anybody that plays a cop, Just had to because I was driving past the police station. Yes, the horn blows. Alright, today I'm going to park like a dick. Alright, so let's see. Oh. See all apartments. Okay. Okay, so I can't do that, so let's...
You owe me $20.
Interaction. No, that's not it. General house interaction. Okay, so apparently, well, that's not gonna work. So, the housing system is still broken, and I've gone on about 45 minutes now, so I'm gonna stop this here, throw this up on the channel as Not So Dumb Criminals, and if you liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe, all that happy stuff. As always, it's been fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, even if it did seem a little slow. See ya.